Yo, what is up, y'all? Dubsmind here, and today we're going to be doing the game preview for the Warriors vs Nuggets. It's going to be the first game for the play-in tournament, which I don't really care for. I don't really give a single fuck about because I mean, dude, play-in tournament's so stupid as an idea in my opinion, but whatever, who cares? I don't really care too much about it, whatever. I'm just here for the game itself. So yeah, not much news from what I've seen. I just picked this up because I just kind of want to talk about it. Because am I not like being very correct about a lot of my predictions or like the stuff I just talk about for these previews? Because literally this game against the Kings, I said if Malik Monk's playing and Draymond and Pods doesn't play, there's a good chance we lose this game. And the thing is, we lost. And yes, Pods played, but Draymond was out. And then Malik Monk did play though. And then I also said X Factor is going to be JK and Will Richard. And those two were the best players on the Warriors for that game. Especially, I mean, like, Jonathan Kuminga didn't play the best after the first half, but he was really cooking in the first half, which even led to the reason why we were, in the lead. And then obviously Will Richard had a crazy great performance. That's my guy, I'm just saying. So I've been pretty on point with a lot of different things that I've been saying in these game previews, I feel like. Besides the outcome of the game, but even then, like for this Kings game, I said that there's a good chance we might lose, and well, we did. So but it's like Steve Kerr talked about him. It's like Will fits in perfectly with everything I'm discussing right now. The turnovers, decision making, the spacing, the ability to dribble, pass, and shoot. Those four things lead to good decision making as a team and as a group. And it's like I said this to you guys a million times. For those stabilizers in our run over the last decade, it's Andre Iguodala, it's Sean Livingston, it's David West. You need them at different positions because Steph and Dre need stability around them to get organized and help them navigate the game to get Steph the ball. Will Richard checks all his boxes. The whole team organization recognizes this, which means that everyone's on notice. Take care of the ball because we've got people who will do that, and they're ready to step in. So obviously, we played really good that game, and he still has been playing good before that. He just hasn't had a lot of minutes. And the one thing that out of this that I do really hate is this whole narrative around Pods, where they're like, "Oh my God, start Will Richard over Pods," or like, Will Richard should take more minutes over Pods after, yesterday's game or after the Kings game. And I'm just like, are you guys serious? Like, did you guys even watch the same game? Because Pods played very good in that game too. He had a very close to triple-double and he played a very Draymond Green-esque type game, obviously without the defense, but that's because, Draymond's the best defender in this past decade. But I mean, dude, Pods was dishing out. He was literally one of the only ball handlers if Pat Spencer was the secondary one, and Pat Spencer honestly was not the best in this match. So Pods was the only positive playmaker we had on this team, and he did pretty well. He had 9 assists or 8 assists, something like that. So again, I just don't like that narrative around when Will Richard or a different guard plays well and they're like, oh my God, bench Pods. It's like, you guys genuinely don't understand the value of what Pods does and brings to the team. Because again, these are these fans who are so-called fans that say that mainly just focus on the points and all the counting stats. Even then, they don't even consider the rebounds or assists. They just see the points. They're like, oh my God, this guy sucks because he's a guard and he doesn't score. It's like, what the hell? Obviously, if he's your number one option, he doesn't score as well, then yeah, that's bad. But when he's your secondary guard option that was playing a night where his primary guard option was not there with him, yeah, you still shouldn't ask of him to just score or score a lot. He's doing other things, and you still had other players on the roster to contribute. So, because again, people are going to blame Pods for the loss or whatever, but ignore the fact that Quinn Post and Al Horford both didn't score a single point in that whole entire game, okay? One thing that I'm just going to say is I'm definitely worried about Al Horford's shooting because he has just not been shooting it that well. Obviously, he contributes a lot on the other plays. It's actually kind of insane because he plays really solid defense, gives us rebounds despite his old age. But his just scoring has just been so missing, and it's just been I feel like at a certain point, especially with how good Quinn's been playing recently, it's I feel like the whole idea was for Al to play more minutes than Quinn, probably for the coaches, but I feel like Quinn should probably play more than Al, in my opinion, just because Quinn's defense and rebounding has taken a pretty noticeable step up from previous years, which is only last season. But yeah, so I just feel like having him out there more, in my opinion, is more important. But I feel like I'm not saying make Al Horford not play any games. I'm just saying before, maybe the split was maybe I don't know, 20 minutes by Al Horford, and then I don't know, 15 or 14, 13 by Quinn post, but now make it so it's like, I don't know, 18 minutes equal for both players. I just feel like we're at that point where Quinn can probably match Al Horford's minutes and it won't be a negative, as much as people think they might be. So that is my opinion, but yeah, that's about it. Let's just get into the game now for today. First of all, annoying as hell, Prime Video is the only place that's going to be airing it, so not even NBC Sports Bay Area is showing, which is so annoying. It's so bad because like YouTube TV was what I've been using for these past few years, where it's just like that alone can cover all the different broadcasts, but now Prime Video is required. Like luckily my parents have Prime. I don't have Prime personally, but my parents have Prime, so I'm just using their account to watch this game. But it's so annoying because again, it's not all within one app now. It's just stupid. And then now YouTube TV also had their Disney channels removed, so we'll see how long it takes for them to get that back. But yeah, Nuggets, I'm just going to say, we're going to probably lose this game. I'm not going to be surprised if we lose this game, because they are going to have pretty much the full roster. Look at us. Look at us. Al Horford's game time decision, which is kind of interesting, because we are not playing back-to-back. So yeah, it says it's a foot injury, questionable. Fires needed the first or second leg of a back-to-back, so yeah, it's not a great sign, yeah, obviously. So Draymond's expected to play, yeah. Kind of sucks, but also, like, you know, I think Quentin can really hold his own ground here. Moody, though, okay. Questionable. Ooh, that's gonna suck if he can't play. Let's see. So Steph is out for sure. I saw that. His illness is still carrying over. Jimmy's still questionable. Draymond's off the list, which is nice to see. He did go through the shoot-around, though, so we'll see. I'm hoping he doesn't really push himself too much, though. Yeah, so Draymond's not even here in this big list. Zeke Nnaji is probable, so who cares about that? So it's literally just us. Yeah, if so Steph's not playing, so it's gonna leave Al Horford, Jimmy, and Moses, those three guys. Draymond's most likely gonna play. I would say if Jimmy's not playing, we lose for sure. Even if Jimmy is playing, if Moses is not playing, I think we also most likely lose. If those two play, Al Horford's the only one that's out, then I still think we have an okay chance at winning. But again, it's the Denver Nuggets. They're a very good team. And we only won against them early this season because Steph went crazy. It was a very tight match, you know, obviously. I'm just hoping, like, maybe the Nuggets pull a Warriors thing where they, like, you know, let their foot off the gas pedal and they're, like, you know, trying to coast by this game because they see that Steph's not playing and, like, maybe even Jimmy doesn't play, and then they end up, like, I don't know, sucking or something. I don't know. This game is where I'm just genuinely, like, it's other games I've been like, okay, Warriors have a good chance of winning, but there's still some situations where they're going to probably lose. This game, I just feel like they're going to lose, especially if Jimmy is not playing and also if Moses is not playing. So yeah, that's that. But I'll talk about stuff when it comes to, like, oh, how the Warriors can win, but also this is not at Chase. If this was at Chase, then I would have had a little bit more of a better, you know, feeling about this game, but this is at goddamn Denver, which already is a terrible place to play at to begin with in terms of, like, altitude, but then also our road record just sucks right now. So, but again, I feel like we're that type of team where, like, I wouldn't be surprised if we, like, you know, we lost against, you know, the Indiana Pacers, the Milwaukee Bucks, who had a very thin roster, and then we just come out and win a Denver Nuggets game where they have the full roster and we're, like, hella short-handed. I wouldn't be surprised, but again, I'm not gonna expect it. This part of the typical video where I always look at the opposing team is going to be very short this time around, just because we already played the Nuggets. We know the roster, their whole team's going to play. So in order for us to win, obviously Nikola Jokic, we're going to have to really, you know, defend him well. Obviously with, like, I don't know, the assist thing that I was talking about, I think, you know, having him under 10 assists or just at 10 assists is going to be important. Let's see. JK should have a good game again. Will Richard, we'll see how well he can play defense against Jamal Murray. And then Moses needs to be our, like, tertiary scorer. I'm gonna go under the assumption that Jimmy does play since he went around since he did do shoot around. Jimmy gotta be playoff Jimmy type, you know, vibes. Pod's got to step up with scoring this game, I think, though, just because of the fact that, you know, we need it, especially against a good team. And, like, because against the Kings, he can be that kind of Draymond Green type player and still positively affect the game. I think in this game, he does need to score to positively affect the game. Like, I think he still can, obviously, without it, but I think it'll be nice to have that scoring, you know, come around. Because you can see Nuggets score or do really well in terms of, like, rankings across the league. Like, the only things they really suck at is 3-point shooting and lack of blocks. That's about it. They don't force a ton of turnovers, but it's not like they commit. They don't even commit that much turnovers themselves, so that's that. Like, they allow the most amount of field goals, but their percentage is super good anyway, so it's not like that matters. Yeah, the only thing I see that we could maybe take advantage of is that their free throws and their personal fouls are... Actually, no, that's for the opponent, so... They do allow some level of free throws for the opponents, because that's how much they allow the opponent to shoot for, and they suck themselves. So I guess getting to the free throw line, especially considering this is an away game, is going to be very crucial for us in order to win this game. And again, you need a good Jimmy Butler game, which I don't even expect if he plays, just because of the fact he was, again, hurting just right before this. It would be amazing if he can, obviously, but yeah, you need a good JK game, you need a good Moses game, and you need either a good Will Richard or Pods game, I think, and then maybe another good Quentin game, hopefully, because again, Quentin Post, he did not play good in that Kings game, so yeah. You just need a lot of people playing very good, and just hope also the Nuggets just suck too, so yeah. It's a very bleak outcome. So the matchup predictor, which I didn't touch upon, but yeah, that's pretty accurate. I feel like they're giving us too much credit, honestly, with this, but honestly, I don't got much to talk about this game, just because it's like, I don't know what to say. I mean, I think we're gonna lose this game. I just don't expect us to win this game. I will say I just saw something very interesting, since, you know, I talked about how their 3-point percentage kind of sucks. Yeah, it's pretty surprising seeing that literally only Aaron Gordon, Tim Hardaway Jr. are their good 3-point shooters. I'm not even counting Bruce Brown, because he only attempts 2 a game, which is like, I guess pretty solid for a bench player, but again, it's not like anything super crazy. You really got it. Julian Strawther, 33%. Nikola Jokic, 30%. Jamal Murray's 30%. Cameron Johnson's 27%. So, I mean, I guess you just also hope that they don't get as much threes, you know, get that much threes, and you outshoot them. That's your best bet, I guess. Yeah. Christian Brown's at goddamn 18%. So, you know, that's one of the few other, I guess, potential things that you could win against the Nuggets for. So, yeah. And yeah, I think that's about it, though. Again, I can't really talk too much about this because, again, I just don't have a good feeling for the Warriors here. But, you know, you just hope that maybe the Warriors can just steal a win today, you know. Less about the NBA Cup, but just in terms of getting a good win on the road, you know. So, yeah. At least that means, though, I don't have to be super stressed out about this game. I'll probably watch it without getting too mad. Just like compared to the other games, I won't be as mad because I'm gonna expect us to lose. So yeah, I guess that's one good thing. So yeah, I guess be sure to check it out at 7 p.m. today Pacific time. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, please. I could use more subs, obviously. You don't have to turn on the bell, just sub, please. That's all I'm really asking for. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.